What's going on, family?
Live. Hey,
How's everybody
hello.
doing?
Hope you are all good and welcome to Are We Watching This?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are indeed. And we're in it. We're in it.
We are reviewing Love is Blind season 2.
You was going to say Love Island.
Yeah. Love is Blind season 2, episodes 7 and 8. We got there. Although
we did a lot of crossover yesterday.
Yes.
So it is what it is.
Yes.
So
but you know, the main talking points that we were saving for today, we can get into today as well. And obviously it's Friday night, so later on lines will be open so you guys can chat with us as well.
Let's see who is
in the house with us. And on entry, you guys know what you need to do. You needed to have put the like button. Please share with like-minded people. And if you are not subscribed, subscribe to the channel.
And also, ask yourself why aren't you subscribed? Why
Sometimes
would you
don't know though.
Yeah,
because like some people's videos pop up for me, and I think I am subscribed to their channel because I always see their videos, and then I go and look, and I'm not.
Okay, so going to give you 15 seconds, 10 seconds
5
to check.
Because it should only take that you look, are you subscribed? Press subscribe now, and you'll feel better for it.
Done. There you go. Right. Of course, our dear cousin from across the waters, Dwayne Banks, is in the building.
Yep.
Candice is in the building. Our good cousin Sonia Bali is in the building.
Yep.
Babita Vibes is in the building.
Hey.
Cynthia J is in the building. Who else we got? You guys have been chatting. KW is in the building. Hello, KW. Adjua6146 is in the building.
Let's go.
Cher is in the building. Casey, what's Casey's name? Casey the plug. Casey the plug is in the building. Who else we got? Sora Bennett is in the building.
Yeah.
Who else? Lil Rock is in the building.
Hey.
And we have that's the people then. That is the people.
Family is in the house.
Lady Lyrics is in the building.
Lovely.
And Callista France is in the building. Says, hi Evans fam. Hello. Kelly is in the building. BS is in the building.
Yeah.
Piper RR97 is in the building. And Joe is in the building. And he says, Edson, and we say, yeah. There you go. Right.
Oh.
Right there, love.
Yeah.
Getting caught on something again.
Yeah.
So let's go to the mixer. Let's start at the mixer.
Yeah.
Because that's the
real
meat. That's the real meat. We made references to it. We spoke about little things to it, but we didn't let's get into the meat now. Let's get into the meat. So we finally get the pod mixer. Everybody gets to meet and see people that they've spoken to and don't even know what they look like yet. Okay.
Yeah.
So and I think the first kind of, I don't know, I don't know if you want to, red flag is so overused these days. But anyway, JAVEN, our dear good brother JAVEN, is speaking to Kieran and they're having a conversation. And again, it's the conversation around JAVEN and Katisha, if they are in love. And JAVEN is like, yeah, not really there, but then also kind of says a madness about like, I don't know. It's almost like he thinks that he can go through the process and not be in love.
And still try and think about getting married.
Yeah.
I feel by the time you get to the mixer, you should be in love now.
Yeah.
Realistically, to carry on going. You can't be like, I'm not. I feel like you should know by then.
Yeah.
It probably isn't going to happen. Just for the sheer hours you should have spent with each other.
As he said, it was like 20 hours. And yeah.
You should know. And if it hasn't happened, it's probably not going to take place.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. Like, you're not going to get married. So that was a bit of a, okay, it ain't happening for these two. Anyway, I would say as mixers go, this felt cast light. Like usually there's more people that come to the mixers, like people that we didn't even see their stories. Like there's just more people. This really felt like we are only having, maybe Yolanda got a bring in.
Yeah.
As a sideline, but everybody else really had a purpose for being there. It's a little bit strange.
Do you know what? Just to go off track a little bit. Piper RR97 that says, Sophie's dress, yes, her tatas were not bravas. What was going on with that?
I don't know.
Like, what was that?
I don't know.
That was very confusing.
She had everything happening.
Yeah, very, very confusing. Very confusing. But yeah, so anyway, so at the mixer, JAVEN is telling Kieran he isn't in love with Katisha yet, which, you know, is quite a mad thing to say. And they're having this conversation, and then Katisha walks over, and they have to do that kind of...
What are you talking about?
Katisha.
Life, what's happening,
but
being here.
Really and truly, all that is happening here is we are witnessing what happens when a man gets the pum-pum too early, too quickly. Doesn't really have to work for it.
Yeah.
That's all we're witnessing.
Yeah.
That's all we're witnessing. And so he's tapped out. He's tapped out. And then Anu arrives.
Yeah. Quite loud.
Because
what did she say? Was she like, oi, oi?
Yeah,
or something like that. Yeah. It was just like...
I'm putting money on it. Anu's East London, further out Essex, putting money on that.
Okay, could be.
Yeah, putting money on that.
Yeah.
I know my people. I know my people when I see them.
I can see that.
I like Anu, but there are some things that she did that I'm like, that wasn't necessary.
I just think she's a bit too loud, and it really did feel like she was in this process for promo as an influencer to elevate her brand. And I'm not even saying that is a bad thing, because I think that is a motivation for most people. If you're going to go on TV, yes, you want something out of it. It's not just I want to go through this process to find my mate. It's I want to go through this process, elevate my brand, my status. If I find a mate, that's great.
Yeah.
And it just felt like, she wanted this episode was going to be her moment. And so everything was a little bit too, even just saying hello to the girls, it just felt like, all right, this is a lot. Just say hello, man.
And the thing is as well, if you look on her socials, it kind of even feels like that a little bit on her socials, where, you know, she's really, and again, it's not even a hating thing, where it's just like, it just kind of backs up what you said, where she's like really on that repost grind.
Yeah.
So anybody that like makes a little bit of content with her in it, then she's on that repost thing. Yeah. But then also, and this is the thing that always kind of like grates me. So it's not like we really Anu specific, but it's that thing of just people being classed as a hater if they say something which isn't supporting you. And it's like, that's not really how haters work. Like, it's people are allowed to critique you and not be a hater. It's okay. So. It's okay, like, sort of thing. Because I feel like I'm one of them people, because I'm like, I'm definitely Team Anu over Team Spleen. Like, I think that's, you know what I mean, that's a no-brainer. But I'm just saying, like, there's certain ways in which I think like she handled herself where I'm like, that was a bit unnecessary. So even as she comes in, she greets everybody, and just the thing of, I just don't like petty like that. I know sometimes I can be petty, but like, I don't like petty like that. So where she blanked Patrick.
Saying hello to everybody, and he is there. It felt unnecessary.
Yeah.
And cruel in a way that he didn't deserve. Because really, and I'm not a fan of his, but what did he do to you that should warrant a blank like that?
Yeah.
Like in the top line of everything, what did he do?
Although we don't know if at that point she knew that this man who was trying to woo her was also a new baby daddy.
I mean, they could have cut it out, but I feel like she would have said it probably.
But they something like that. I feel like they could have cut that out, because it just, you know, there's a whole other person involved.
Yeah.
So I'll give her the benefit of the doubt on that. But anyway, so she sits down, chatting with the girls, blah, blah, blah. And then first of all, we see her again kind of interacting with JAVEN. And, you know, obviously they had dates in the pods, and they say the thing of like, why didn't we date more?
I thought that was a little, you know, everybody's been going in on Sophie flirting.
Yeah.
But I thought Anu, that was a bit forward. Like, because he's a fiance. I know he's not conducting himself like a fiance, but he is somebody's fiance. To be like, you know, why didn't we speak more? And even how she was looking at him was a little bit like, oh, you're all right, you know.
I just would have thought like girl code. Well, and I did see them chatting like Anu and Katisha. So I just thought there would have been more like, so you see Yolanda, when Yolanda was talking to him, Yolanda, there's nothing you can really say on Yolanda in terms of how she carried herself.
Yeah.
Because she's asking him,
just
are you looking forward? How's it going? Are
Yeah.
you looking forward to being married? He can't give a straight answer. Yolanda's a bit like, oh, really? Really? So like that to me is how one would conduct themselves. Like, even if you like him, so even if Annie is like, actually, I like this guy.
Yeah, she was a little bit forward.
Yeah, it was a little bit too forward. Like, you have to still respect the fact that this man is still in, he's still engaged to this person. So
I can't see the comments, so I don't know what.
Okay. So yeah, so there's that. You want me to go to the comments now?
Long ones.
All right, let's have a look. So Elizabeth said, yes, it's been exposed that Patrick had a baby on the way during filming. Maybe that's why Annie was pissed off. Yeah, it could be that. Kelly said, yeah, it was too petty. She made Patrick look. I think this is it. You know what? You hit the nail on the head there, Kelly. Is Patrick has done enough for him to look bad. He already looks bad. And so by you doing that, you gave him you made us feel a little bit of empathy for him.
Yeah.
Sort of thing. And it's just like, you didn't need to, because we were already team Anu. We were rooting for you, girl.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, so it was unnecessary. Will Smith says, here we go. Nothing that Anu can do or say will erase the fact that she sat in that common room and wrote a whole song for that man, verse, chorus, and bridge, and everything. And the thing is, Will makes a very good point, because also,
what was it? Yeah.
What?
No, yeah.
Yeah. Also, ego is in play here, because yes, you sat in that room, you wrote all of those things, and you came back gassed to sing this man this song.
Yeah.
And I said it at the time of like, this is one of the things that I can't stand about Patrick, and also individuals like him. It's funny because JAVEN did a video basically saying we shouldn't be down in Patrick on his belief system. And actually, it's not about his belief system. It's the way that people can't separate their identity from their belief system, and they like just encompass everything. So you're there in the room, you're not listening. You're not, you know what I mean? You've decided, I'm listening to this and I'm doing what this says in spite of everything that's around me. And so if you were actually tuned into what was happening, you would be like, I'm going to listen to this woman sing this song, and actually that might change something here.
If he cared.
If he cared. Yeah. If he cared.
I mean, I understand her being pissed with him, just even for that moment alone, to not have allowed me to just do my song and then you dump me after. Still, but it was the blanking wasn't necessary at all.
It wasn't. KW says she's vexed because he didn't leave her for a next girl. He chose singledom over being with her.
Imagine. Let's just end the process.
Yeah, like, it hurts. That hurts.
It's just me and you.
Yeah,
but I actually don't even want to do the next phase with you. Yeah, you'd be pissed.
Yeah, you would. Cher says Anu just seems annoying, loud for nothing. And Cynthia says no, Anu didn't know he was a baby daddy because the baby mama came out after the show started. Came out to us after the show started, but we don't know if.
Oh yeah,
they're gonna have their own little WhatsApp groups and this and that.
While they were even filming what was going on.
So there is no way baby Moa would have known Patrick had a connection with Annie before the show. Will Smith says she was ready to marry him. She defo would have sang her Patrick song at the wedding. Oh, innit? You know she was singing at that wedding.
She was
singing at that wedding.
She was getting ready to do the whole shebang, and then she would probably once they got married, do an annulment type of thing. But she wanted to go through the process. I do not believe for a second Anu was sitting there listening to Patrick talk and was really like, this man, I could marry him. I don't believe it for a second.
I'm glad you said that, because with all of the couples, when they first of all started talking, I sat with my chest confident, this is going nowhere.
Yeah.
Because this woman is no way going to be interested in this man.
I don't believe her. I don't believe it for a second. And the fact that each time he's spoken, he has been like, he couldn't see it. I don't, other than I wanted to be on the show for a long time to be famous, she can't convince me otherwise, because he knew they weren't compatible. So nah, I don't believe it.
Yeah. Kelly says, Anu was flirting with JAVEN. I want to know if I need glasses, but I cannot see how JAVEN is flirting with all the... Listen, JAVEN
likes girls.
JAVEN will talk to a girl.
He likes. I mean, he did say that he will enter a room and talk to everybody.
Yeah,
that is
and
there.
he did that.
He said that is his character. That's what he will do. He will not just stay in one place. He is going to talk to everybody. So,
Lil Rock says, "Oh, I was bogling to you as a liar." Do you know what? It was funny, but now I'm over it. Like, I've heard it way too many times now. Yes, Cher says Patrick cannot separate his spleen from his judgment skills. Sonia says, why has she not released a song? And her Instagram, she's singing one David Craig song. David Craig. In all her song videos.
I know. This is it. It's like, you may as well have. That probably would have taken her super viral, actually.
Yeah.
If she just did a little video and said, this is the song that I actually wrote for Patrick.
Yeah.
Sing the song.
There you go. KW said his spleen told him to wear that headscarf. His spleen can't be trusted.
At all. He said, I think it looks good.
You know,
did he look at himself?
Again, I'm so conflicted with this because the moment Patrick walked into the mixer, I was like, brother, what are you doing? Just like, was you at home doing DIY and then said, oh my gosh, it's the mixer, and then ran out the house? But at the same time, I'm thinking all of those things and I'm saying them now here. But when she said it, I was just like,
oh, leave him alone.
Yeah. And I don't know if this makes me a hypocrite. I don't know.
He just wants to wear what he wants. I think he doesn't really think about things. Like, so the do-rag was there. He puts it on. Yeah. Shirt. Yeah. Like, I just think he is that guy.
Yeah.
He's just putting on stuff. He's not even thinking about it. But it wasn't nice after you've basically ripped him a new arsehole, then to be like, why have you got that shit on your head? It's like, girl, like, come on.
It's not becoming. It's not becoming.
No.
And then finally, the other thing that irked me about that interaction was which just made me be like, okay, this is like wholly immature. It's just them walking away.
I know.
And it's like, no, let's actually be adults and like, yeah, get it off your chest, shoot and do what you've done, but let's also have a conversation because that's what adults do.
Nah, she wanted a moment on the TV show. And I mean, she got it, but I feel like he just handled it all so well, just being like, if that's how she wants to be, that's how she he was being so reasonable about it. You know, you need the combat as well. Like you need he wasn't an opponent. He just kind of was like, do your thing, innit? Yeah. He probably was resigned to, for real. I didn't allow you to sing. Get your moment now. And let's keep it moving.
Candy says, I can see why Patrick went on a show called Love is Blind. You're bad. You're bad. You're out of order. Okay, so yes. Then we have young Demola in the mix. So he comes in and him and JAVEN catch up. And I think this was also another moment where it was another nail in the already dead relationship of JAVEN and Katisha, because it's just that thing of like two men talking about a woman like that. The man that she's with, you're not gonna feel good about going back to that woman. Yeah. And he already wasn't. So from time they were talking about it when they were in Manchester and he's telling her to call him, like already there we can see signs that he's just like, no, actually, this isn't good. And so even the thing of just even being in a triangle, I think for JAVEN's ego was like, actually, no.
No, it's not necessary. Yeah. And she just hadn't handled it well. I think that was you're already not quite feeling her, but I think she too was doing things that somebody with a modicum of intelligence would be like, if I marry this girl, she's a mess. She's messy. Yeah. Like she is a bit chaotic. And I think he isn't that guy. Yeah. Yeah. If she was a bit more put together and could communicate effectively, I think he may have got somewhere. I still don't think he was going to marry anybody, but I think he would have just put his back into it a little bit. I felt like he was super nonchalant because it's like, you can't take this girl serious. And it's a shame, but she placed herself in that space by not being intentional with who she's going to be with, by being wishy-washy. He's going to treat you wishy-washy if you're wishy-washy.
Will Smith said, Demola, why is it that? I'm not even going to ask why it's Damasola. I know you've got a reason as to why you've written it like that. I know it's not even a typo. Looked heartbroken. He closed his eyes when he hugged her during their clear the air convo. Yeah.
I just don't believe him.
Yeah.
I don't believe in him.
The kind of feeble energy.
Like, I'm just a little puppy dog. Yeah. He picked somebody else. I don't believe you for a second.
And then from the little nuggets that Casey the Plug was dropping yesterday, I'm just like,
I don't believe him. I don't believe him.
And so then we have Sophie. Sophie. Who would have known she would have been the center of so much drama?
She does.
Yeah. So Sophie walks into the mixer. She says hello to everybody. And straight away, one of the first people that she says hello to is Kieran. He's standing in a group of guys. And there's nothing untoward about it. It's a very kind of brief hello. She goes over to the girls. They start chatting, this, that, and the other. And then I think it was at this point, so she's with Megan. Somebody points out Kieran. And then Sophie is like, why did you let him wear that jacket? It's ugly.
Yeah.
You know when you're just like, have a day off, love.
Just for a minute.
Have a day off.
And I don't believe that you and Megan are brethren, unless somehow that had developed. But Megan has never seemed to have had a nice word to say about Sophie. So I don't think you're friends. Yeah, it just felt like it was an unnecessary dig. Like, why? You could say it to somebody else, to one of the other girls. Like, why did she let him wear that?
Yeah.
But it just felt like, why are you doing that?
And also, I generally don't have time for people who have that mentality of I am the prize. It's like pipe down.
Well, you're not. You didn't get picked anyway.
Well, there you go. So eventually, Kieran, and again, this is where I like Kieran because he's just sensible. So Kieran comes over to Megan, and he's just like, I feel like I need to go over to Sophie and have a chat and just kind of clear the air. Say my piece. Megan's like, cool, I get it, I understand. And then, if you actually then, Kieran, who is not with Sophie, is in a great relationship with Megan, goes over to Megan and says, I'm going to pull her for a chat quickly, just to let you know. And then you've got JAVEN. We didn't really see you talk to Katisha the whole night, but then you're just going to go and pull Sophie.
To have a chat with her.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway. So Kieran goes and pulls Sophie. And he's a straight shooter. He's a nice guy. He's like, tries to explain the situation in the pod, this, that, and the other. And we can see if us as humans, we could visibly see when walls gone up. Yeah, we saw Sophie's wall just go.
Yeah,
and just boom, that's it. She's done.
I'm not giving you anything.
Yeah.
We're not going to have a normal conversation about this. You can say your piece. Thanks, cheers, and goodbye. Yeah. She is that. I'm sure all of her exes would be able to be like, she was an absolute nightmare.
Yeah.
She's just going to cut. She's a cut-off person.
Yeah.
He didn't even need to bother talking to her. I understand because it's Kieran why he wanted to.
He did the right thing.
But
he did the right thing.
He didn't need to talk to her about anything.
And then what kind of like finalized it where I was just like, why are you like this? Is that she then goes over to the girls and they're like, oh, how was the conversation with Kieran? And she was like, yeah, he said his piece. I think it was more for him than me. Like he wanted to apologize, but like, I'm over it. You're a liar. Just like, come on.
She's
like
so stupid.
It's just like we can all, we can all see in it. Like we've all got eyes, we've all got a brain, we can see. And you're actually just embarrassing yourself in the way that you're unable just to be honest with yourself and your feelings.
Yes.
And it's actually sad. Like I actually genuinely feel sorry for her. And I hope at some point in her life she's able to address this and be like, as I said,
to grow up.
Yeah. As I said in the first, when we reviewed the first set of episodes, I really want her to watch that back and see the moment where she basically dropped the ball with Kieran, where it's just like, as not even as a man.
She was leading.
Yeah.
She was in the front running. I mean, I wonder, that would be interesting. Hopefully in the reunion, they ask her those types of questions, like about how she was and the watching it back. I hope she is a part of the reunion. She should be. She should be there.
Yeah.
But I really do hope that she answers that question. Or if she goes on the pod, because I don't think Sophie's been on there with Sorrel. I feel like that could be something Sorrel would ask her, like, you know, what's the journey been afterwards?
But I think that pod is also a little bit light because
it's going to be from Netflix.
Yeah,
it's never going to be what Sorrel on her own platform is going to ask.
Yeah.
But it's better than last season from what we were watching with the questions that were being asked. It's definitely a step better.
Yeah, because obviously JAVEN and Katisha were on there today.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I feel like JAVEN carried himself well.
I think he was all right.
And I think that Katisha just kind of reinforced what I already felt in terms of somebody that just needed to go away and do some work.
Yeah.
And I think she's probably still in that process. But yeah. All right, let's see what the people them are saying. Cher says Sophie is still pissed because she didn't get the dumb trinket. Sonia said Kieran is in the same WhatsApp group as Demola. Yes, I think the name of the group is We Are Nice, Decent Human Beings. Cher says Candice for sure, get her on talking about Sophie, for sure, get her on Love Island or Naked Attraction.
Is that still a show? Do they still do Naked Attraction?
I don't think they do.
But Sophie, I feel like she could be scouted for Love Island next season. Yeah, they could place her in. That could happen.
Cynthia J says Sophie thought Kieran would be all over her, regretting his decision, but he was not at all. So she said he is not my type, to save face. Yeah. Do you know what it is? Like, I was like, there's no way he's not your type.
Oh, he is.
Like, I know. Like, I even know
unless her type literally is JAVEN.
Yeah.
But you can't believe it. You know, the thing is, the girls are liars. Like, you just can't believe them.
Valencia says, I honestly don't see where/which episode she dropped the ball. She's just tough. That's where she dropped the ball. So it was when he what was
I think it was episode 3, and he asks he starts it off by saying like, okay, I want us to go deeper.
Yeah. And
he asks about like what turns you on
or something.
Yeah.
But not in a sexual way, but like in a what kind of motivates you sort of thing. And I think Megan was like, eye contact, this, that, the other, blah, blah, blah.
Like eye contact, kissing. Like she just immediately started talking. Sophie, you saw her be like, I cannot. And then she tried. And
then she went passion.
Yeah. And then he was like, yeah, what else?
Yeah, like elaborate. So like, you want more?
Yeah, it was those types of, and I get it, this is the whole thing. It's in editing. They're showing us that Megan is participating and Sophie wasn't. And he said it afterwards as well. I still feel like I have to break down those walls. And he tried again. And then she let off a little bit more about her mum and dad and the situation. And I do think, I will give her this. I think that once she opened up about her mum, he was already edging towards Megan.
Yeah.
But she was now being like, I am being vulnerable with him.
Yeah.
And and that's why the gift hurt. Because that's probably the most she had spoken to anybody about her family. So in all of this, like, I'm over it. It's like, bro, you eventually opened up, but it was a little bit too late.
That's it.
And he may have been thinking, he may be like me. You got a mother wound. Nah, that's long.
Yeah. Which is how I blatantly was. I was just like, it was even before that. It was just when she kept going, talking about her dad. And that was just kind of sending like, I don't know if there's like too much masculine energy in there for me. And then when she then brought the story about her mum, I was like, no, nobody, I would never want to deal with that. I'm like, do you know what? It's been great, but you go over there and do whatever work it is that you need to
And
do.
it ain't like Megan doesn't have her issues. It's just she was just quicker to open up to him.
I want to know that when we're trying to hash things out, we're going to be able to have a conversation.
Yeah. You're not going to go into your shell or sweep it under the carpet and be like, let's move on. Like, she was giving, it's going to be hard to communicate with her. And I do think that Megan also has communication issues as well, but it's just Sophie had more.
Lily VIP says, but Megan doesn't even like Kieran.
There's something in it.
I don't see it.
I don't see it. There is. It's not quite Ashley and Billy. It's not quite that way because Billy.
Billy's tapped out. Billy's tapped out.
It's not that, but there is something in her that I think it is like Kieran isn't my person, or she is got a touch of Katisha about her. She doesn't feel that she deserves to be loved so quickly.
I think that's what it is.
But there is something in her that is like, I'm not in this. She's in it, but I'm not in this. Like Ashley is all the way in Billy's batty, and Billy wants her out. But there's an imbalance there. I don't know, but they may get married. She may just be like, I'm gonna run with it. I don't know, but I feel she may not.
Shack Attack says, Kieran is a fool, if I'm honest. Shack Attack, why? Elaborate.
Just a simple, he's a fool.
Elaborate.
He just loves her. And they're stiff back. She is so straight and just...
Yeah.
Megan is...
Will Smith says, just say Katisha is... Just say Katisha is slow. No amount of work can fix slow.
She's not slow.
Will.
She's not slow. What has she put forward that she's slow? She just seems like a girl that needs a little bit of work. You've been calling her slow from like episode 1. She's not slow.
Dwayne says JAVEN and Sophie argued about when he returned to the mixer without Katisha. Now, is that
was that what the argument was about?
No, this is what I'm asking. Is this your opinion or are you telling us something?
Because for the whole thing of the argument, I just wanted somebody to ask, what was you arguing about?
I
feel like that's gonna come out in the reunion. I hope so.
Because there's no way that you're having that conversation and somebody didn't say, because even when Megan was like, didn't look like he was arguing to me, somebody at some point is gonna ask, well, what was you arguing about then?
Well, I would have thought that was the next question.
So but maybe it came out, but they're like, no, we'll save that for the reunion, because I don't understand. KW says Megan is manipulative, screaming over the thimble, slating Sophie, shouting and swearing at JAVEN, then crying, I can't stand her. Wow, that's a lot there, you know. All right, okay.
Was that our next step anyway? Was there something else before?
We were talking about JAVEN flirting with Sophie out in the open.
Yeah.
But let's unpack this. Let's unpack this. So she's manipulative, screaming over the thimble. You can't police excitement. And actually, so if we take 2 examples, so Megan comes in, she's got this thimble from Kieran, and she's just bloody excited. And to me, that's honest and that's pure and what have you. Now, Katisha comes in and she's just accepted JAVEN's proposal. But the moment everybody is like, oh my God, you're like, no. And to me, that's more calculating and more, like, I have more issues with Katisha not being able just to enjoy that moment because you're not actually comfortable with it. You don't feel like you really made the right decision. Whereas I just think Megan was just like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. This was a really thoughtful gift.
But say if, because it does feel like Megan does have beef with Sophie. Like,
I think Megan's got beef with Sophie because Sophie's got beef with her.
I don't know. I don't know that. We know Sophie is an arsehole.
Yeah.
But Megan was kind of making out like she was oblivious to Sophie a lot of the time and was just talking.
Yeah, but you
about
would
Kieran.
be.
No, listen. What if Megan is calculated as well? As calculated as Sophie, but they just display it in different ways. So she is pretending to be like a nice girl, but actually, in the same way Sophie can be catty, and we've seen her, Megan was catty as well. So coming in there and making a big deal of it, you know that is going to piss Sophie off. It's just another way to cut at her as well. In the same way Sophie could do it, Megan could do it. I think that she may not be that innocent. And what she did with Katisha as well, it's like you're not that innocent in all of this. Like she may also be a bitch. I don't put it past both of them. It's just Sophie may be more outward with her bitchiness, and Megan is more manipulative with her bitchiness, but they're both bitches. So doing the whole loud thing may not have been necessary. Maybe people were getting gifts all day long.
I can't sign off on that one.
I
can't sign off.
I am not putting it past her, because I actually think how she dealt with Katisha and JAVEN isn't playing like I've just got to tell my friend about this. Like because if I would want it in the same way, I think it's still sly. It's not very virtuous in how she did it. And there didn't seem to be, well, not what they showed us, any remorse in my brethren has just gone home as well, though. Like there was just too matter of fact. She may be sly. I'm open to hearing sly conspiracy theories about her.
Anyway, back to the mixer. So everybody's chatting, doing their thing, and as I said it in the last one, like the way the camera kept cutting to JAVEN, it just reminded me of that meme you got of a black. I think he's in a park, and I think he's wearing like a yellow suit, and he's just kind of like,
yes,
like they had him really looking like scheming, like, you know what I mean?
Like every girl that came in, it was a bit like, I've got to go and talk to her.
Yeah.
I've got to go and talk to her. I've got to go and talk to her. Yeah.
That was very intentional. But anyway, so we see him looking at Sophie, and then he goes over. And I just want to understand this. Like, I want to understand the reasoning behind it. Because going over to Sophie in the mixer and saying like, "Oh, can I pull you for a minute?" Like, even the language. Can I pull you for a minute? And then going back to the bar. And then the conversation that they then proceeded to have at the bar, I just would love to know, like, what, because I think even on the pod with Sorrel, he was like, that wasn't flirting.
Yeah, and it's like, we needed.
But maybe flirting is subjective, you know?
I need to talk with him, because I need to show him that clip. And if there's more to it, like, so that wasn't said there. If they edited it in a way, but if that was how it went, you pulled her, she's like, I can't go and sit down. Why can't you sit down? Because my vagina would be out of door. That to me is all flirty conversation. It ended that little part that they showed us with him saying, "You're trouble," you know.
And to me, that's not friendly. That's flirting. That's flirting. That's flirting.
What trouble is she?
Yeah.
Like, no, you're flirting.
Yeah. So that was like the big one where it's like, yo, what have you done?
And I didn't know if they had spoke. Like, I thought Sophie and Kieran had their thing. I didn't know that JAVEN was a part.
Well, I just assumed that they did from the conversation, because it's just like, obviously you guys had some form of connection.
Well, everybody goes on a date,
yeah,
but then you do one round and then you will say who else you want to talk to. So if they had a few rounds where they were talking, I don't. Maybe they did. Maybe that's another thing that can be explored in the reunion.
So the reunion ends, and we go back to the flat.
The mixer.
The mixer ends, and we go back to the flat. And I was really frustrated with Katisha. Katisha, sorry, in this thing, because so she's sitting there, and you can see she's pissed off.
Yes.
And JAVEN at this point, like, so at this point, me watching at home, I've worked out JAVEN is not the type of person that you can sit in front of and go, oh,
yeah,
like, no, you got to come out and say what it is.
Yeah. I think he will ignore size.
Yeah,
you either say it or you hold it.
Yeah,
but he isn't going to read in between the lines.
And so eventually she does say, like, what was your conversation with Sophie or something like that?
Yeah.
And then he's like, yeah, it was interesting.
That is exactly the face he was pulling as well.
It was interesting.
Why are you nodding your head and smiling?
JAVEN!
Is what Katisha should have said next. But she didn't. She sat there listening to him.
And then she gave him a kiss goodnight.
Well, it wasn't that simple. He also said that she's got banter. Like, yeah, she's good chat. It was a good chat. Again, it's like, okay, Katisha, use your words. This is now when you carry on a conversation, because you're obviously pissed at something. So you have to say, you were speaking to her for quite a long time.
It looked quite flirty.
You left me wherever. Like, yeah, I'm a bit annoyed at that. For him to say, yeah, for real, maybe I did something wrong, or blah, blah, blah. But to have the conversation, like, to explain that you are annoyed at something you didn't do. Then you proceeded to go to bed. He said, I'm going out. Again, you didn't use your words to be like, really? You're going to leave me when we are going to see my family tomorrow? You still didn't use your words. He then said again, are you coming? You said no. You were in your bed. I suppose she was in her bed with her clothes on as well, like, with her dress on. I was like, a little bit weird. But anyway, he left, and then you cried. Although JAVEN,
on the flip side,
you could see she was upset. She didn't say anything.
Yeah. So this is the thing, is like, it is. I am kind of split sometimes when I look at this, because yes, everything you said, but then also JAVEN, especially when she was in the bed, even though she's not saying it, I'm like, just employing some basic empathy.
Yes.
You would be like, are you okay? What's good?
She had water in her eye from when she was sitting at the table. Like, come on, we can all see her eyes were tingling. Like, she looked like she was gonna cry. The other thing is, we can all feel it. Well, you should be able to when somebody is sad and you're around them. You can feel it.
Yeah.
You know. So you didn't care, innit? When you called up the people them and was like, yo, where you at? You just wanted to go out because you wanted to flirt. You wanted to see the girls more. Like, you are an asshole. But also, she didn't say anything.
The thing is, I don't. He made some bad choices.
Okay, all right.
He made some bad choices.
No, all right.
Equally, she made some bad choices as well.
Yeah,
I just don't think they were yoked. They're not yoked. Like, do you know what I mean?
She just needed to use her words, and he needed to use some empathy. And remember, this is supposed to be your fiance, and she doesn't seem like she's okay. And maybe you don't need to go out.
Yeah, which is fair.
You know,
which is fair.
What people saying?
The people them are saying, she saw and was hearing about all the other couples. She knew they were not making it. Plus, the family meeting with the kids was a mad one. Yeah, we're gonna get onto that in a sec. Kelly says to Will Smith, a woman shouldn't have to stick it right next to show him interest. JAVEN just wasn't trying to stay with her. Yeah. Dwayne says, sorry, Will, definitely wrong about that. All right, let me scroll back up. What did Will say? Will said his interest disappeared after she lied about what she told Demola. After he spoke with him, his interest disappeared. Yeah, did she lie?
No, but she didn't, because you were saying similar.
Like, yeah. But she definitely, that conversation with Demola, it was.
You know, it's not that she lies.
She just didn't.
It's what I'm saying about her communication. She says it is a bit of a lie. She doesn't give the whole story.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit of a half truth, really. Like she's not saying all of the things, but I feel like this is probably what she does in everything. So she don't completely say how she's feeling about things, and she doesn't completely explain what she's done.
Yeah.
Everything is a little. So when she's like, we have two different communication styles. No, I think you don't say everything.
But yeah. She's like a bad AI summary. Like,
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So it's not even like, oh, JAVEN is totally logical in everything, and that he may be, and doesn't lead with his emotion, and I speak with my emotion. No, you actually are not. You're not talking.
Yeah.
Those are the difference. So even if it is your emotion, you still have to explain it. He's not a mind reader. You still have to use your words. Talk.
We should title this episode "Use Your Words."
Use your words.
Casey the Plug says Katisha is just a doormat, and Jav wiped his feet accordingly.
Ooh.
Yeesh. KW says I think his interest disappeared 5 seconds after they had sex.
I think so as well.
That post-nut clarity is.
I think from honeymoon, he was like, "It's not really about this chick, but I'll go along."
All right,
I like her enough, but
I'll see where it goes.
I feel like he knew from the honeymoon.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna fall in love with her. I think he knew.
Shaq Attack says the funny thing is that there is a cameraman with them at all times, just chilling, while Katisha takes bare disrespects. You know what? I could never be that cameraman because I'm there. Like, imagine having to watch that scene where Katisha's like, so you had a conversation with Sophie.
Oh, I know.
And then JAVEN is like, interested. And then you're the cameraman, and you can't say nothing. You can't laugh. You can't.
I feel like it would be. I couldn't do it because I wouldn't be able to hold my tongue. But also, when you left, so he's shooting you're going out of the door, and then you go back into the bedroom to film her with 2 streaks going down her face. Like, what do you do? Do you just be like, that was a great scene. Thank you, Katisha. I'm gonna leave.
Are you all right? Shall I give you a tissue? That's super awkward, man.
Or she wants to get a tissue. No. Yeah. Let me get the tears, please.
Yeah.
Oh my God, poor girl.
Valencia said this show needs to stop letting these people go out without cameras. Isn't this a reality show? Follow them around.
And you know something always goes down in those moments.
Listen, I'm saying this. There is footage.
There has to be.
We just haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
But there is footage.
Because they have their phones then.
Yeah. And I feel like the reunion is going to be spicy.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of things for them to hash out at this moment in time.
I feel like the reunion is going to be spicy. So, yeah. All right. So, JAVEN goes out, does his thing, comes back in the morning. And then she kind of confronts him about going out. Her main thing was, and obviously she never said none of this the night before either, but her main thing was like, obviously we're seeing my family today. I didn't want you to come back and be hungover or anything like that. And then JAVEN's like, why would you think that I would do that? Like, what have I done that would tell you that I would be the type of person that would go and meet your family hungover? I mean, in the same breath, you're also the type of person that went and met her family with no gift and your empty long hand. But I get what he was saying. I get what he was saying.
But rightfully, what she said though, how would I know? We've never had this situation before, and he still left me in bed upset and went out.
Use your words. Yeah. She used. This is the thing. She used her words in the morning when she should have used them the night before.
Yes.
So the night before, you're saying, why are you going out when tomorrow we're going to see my family?
All of that. But even in the morning when he's back, getting ready to go and have his bath and everything else, and she's talking, she still says, did you not see that I was upset? And he again, you didn't say anything.
That's it.
Now, you're saying that you're upset that he left you to went out. That weren't why you was upset. You were upset that he was talking to Sophie and looked like he was flirting. You still didn't tell him what was wrong with you. And this is the thing where I'm just like, he can't take you serious.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And you're just you know what? You're right. She has been a doormat. And how can he, when's he going to respect you? When he knows I can do things, and you're still
there's no consequence.
Gormless talking about okay, like when he said I'm gonna go and wash my balls, basically, you're laughing about it, like okay, you're holding his hand to go and meet your family, like literally, he knows you don't have any boundaries. He can take the piss.
So eventually they leave, and they go and visit her mum, and I'm assuming what are her younger siblings, and it was the most underwhelming. And I, to be fair, I think most of the family visits are underwhelming, but this was the most underwhelming family visit. You know, so the kids are there, they ask questions.
A lot of little brothers and sisters she's got there. So like 4 of them or something.
The thing is, I'm not even gonna lie. Yeah, I would have been there, and I would have looked at that situation and be like, "Christmas is long," because all these youths still expect presents. Nah, drop me out.
I wanted to know their ages though, but so the one that said about, do you play computer games?
He looked about 12, 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he stood up and was like clapping when they came in. I was literally like, this is just weird. Yeah. And then I was still expecting the dad to be there. Yeah. So watching it again, and when the mum says like, you got to watch how when
am I watching?
Unless he was like, I'm off camera, but he was actually there. I was like, this doesn't make any sense. When is he going to see the dad to be watching? How long are they even going to be in Scotland for? I watched it again. Like, this family scene is a mess. It's unnecessary.
Yeah.
It's unnecessary. The mum wasn't really helpful, other than basically telling us that Katisha is a mess and her exes have all been messy.
Basically,
like, it was literally like, your mum didn't sell you in any way other than this girl makes silly decisions and I've got to leave her to it.
Yeah, no. It was. I'm stuttering because I want to say this without sounding disrespectful, but I'm just going to say it as it is. Like, as JAVEN in that situation, I would have just kind of thought twice about, because, when you're marrying someone, you're not just marrying them. I believe anyway, you're not just marrying them, you're marrying into the family as well. And I'm just like, this isn't really giving family that I want to marry into, sort of thing. And the mum just kind of sealed it for me, of just like, it just is weird to sit there and talk about, my man treats me like a queen, when your man is not there in this moment where actually you should be together as a united front, meeting this man for the first time.
Yeah.
So it's like, what does that tell JAVEN? So yeah,
it wasn't a good showing.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. And I'm sure they're a lovely family, but yeah, it was none of that.
Well, people say it.
Will Smith says, why would he take a gift to some random lady he's only going to meet once and never see again?
That is still his fiance's mother.
Yeah.
At this moment in time. Yeah. He said, I want to go and meet your family. Like, I'm taking this serious. He said that to her.
Yeah, but like, even if he knows in his head he's ducking, like, that tells me that you're the type of person that's turning up at a house party empty-handed.
Yeah, one of those. And then you're going to consume drink and eat food.
Yeah. You can't do them thing there. KW says he took her home and put her to bed. All he needed to do was call a babysitter. You are out of order. Shack Attack says, Mum, my man treats me like a queen, and then just bare laughing emojis. Oh, get into that. Oh wow. Lil Rock says, JAVEN went to go jump on the trampoline. I was like, huh? Shack Attack said it was giving very much Tracy Beaker dumping ground.
No.
Do you know what? Go and sit at the back of the class.
Please.
Go and sit at the back of the class. Will Smith says, "You know that house was a chaotic mess. We'll go and join Shaq.
Yeah.
I'm tired of you people." Oh my days. Cynthia says, and Katisha's behavior implies she was traumatized from childhood. I doubt her parents were in a happy marriage. The mum was that was it. So I'm assuming, and tell me if I'm wrong, when she was referring to my man treats me like a queen, I didn't think that man was Katisha's dad.
Nor did I.
Right. But
because you would say her dad
treats me like,
but you wouldn't say my man. That doesn't quite make much sense. Yeah. But I did get second marriage type vibe. And the kids as well.
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell they're kind of mix it, but I don't know. Katisha just looked a little bit more black than they did.
Yeah.
So I was getting different dads.
Dammy J says, JAVEN has no home training. Came to the meeting empty-handed. Kiss my teeth.
Yeah.
Cher says, the chat is vicious tonight.
Yes.
I love it. Oh dear. Yeah. All right. So that is the meeting. So we get back to Manchester, and Megan and Kieran are chatting. And you know, she is expressing her issues with how JAVEN was displaying when they went to the club. I think it was GAY that they went to. Yeah.
Right.
And so then obviously this is all the setup for like, well, I have to go and tell my friend, girl power.
Yeah.
And so,
because if it was you that was acting like that, I would want Katisha to tell me about it. I like how Kieran's face looked like, I don't want you to do it, but if you want to do it, do it. Like short of just being like, it's none of our business shit.
Yeah. Kieran was just like, why are we doing this? I will support you because I love you, but I don't want to do this.
Yes.
I have no interest in this.
And watching it again, how she explained it to Kieran wasn't as she definitely added more bits to Katisha, because to Kieran, her whole thing was him taking Sophie into the photo booth.
Yeah,
that seemed to be the bit that was out of order, and he was like, he is my brethren, but okay, cool. That part, when she's speaking to Katisha now, she's added in more. It is like he's flirting with all of the girls. He's with the girls all night, and then it's like, and then he pulled Sophie in to the photo booth. It was like, this is an embellishment of how she was talking to Kieran. Watching it back again, I was like, she did add in a bit of sauce.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call her a direct liar, but she put in some, as you do when you're telling a story, I guess.
So she goes back, she has a conversation with Katisha. Katisha looks all distressed and distraught. Thank you.
Oh, could you get me one as well, please?
That one, even this one, there's no actual water.
Oh, okay.
Your high green purple one.
Yeah, can I have that?
Sorry, water break. Where was we?
Katisha.
Yeah, what? Yes. So she's talking to Katisha, and you know, I did feel for Katisha in that moment of just being told, this is what your man was doing when he was out, because obviously you still got the visual of him and Sophie at the mixer, and now you're being told about him and Sophie in a photo booth in a club sort of thing.
Yeah.
And I did feel sorry for her, like, because then also it's just that confirmation of like, it's up again.
Yeah.
I did it again.
Yeah.
No, and I did, you know.
Well, also, you didn't want him to go. You didn't stop him from going. You was vexed in the morning, and you didn't really get much details from him. I think it's just like, okay, so again, I feel like she was coming away from it like, oh, he's lied to me, but you actually haven't had a proper conversation.
Yeah,
is the problem. Plus, Megan adding a bit more sauce onto it as well. I really do think that she added sauce onto it because she also doesn't like Sophie.
So the other thing is that, as we said, mentioned early on, JAVEN and Katisha were on the Netflix Love is Blind podcast.
Thank
Cheers. Netflix Love is Blind podcast. And JAVEN had a bit of a revelation for us in that in the pods, it was actually, he was actually talking to Megan and Katisha.
Mm.
And I'm split on this because the whole thing is that when we first saw the confrontation between Megan and JAVEN, we were like, well, why? What reason has Megan got to lie? Yeah. And so then we watched this thing today, and then it's like, well, actually, at one point, Megan and JAVEN were invested in each other.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm still on the fence of like, yeah, okay, but still, what reason has she got to lie? Because she's got her man, she's happy. You breaking up this has no bet, like you guys aren't competing for no 50 grand or nothing like that. So what reason does she have to lie?
She could still, I think it was yesterday. I'm sure somebody in the chat, if you're with us today, please raise your hand and come to the front and say, I told you guys. Because somebody did say they feel like Megan either fancies JAVEN or is jealous.
That,
somebody did say it.
Yeah.
And we did write off like, but why would she?
Yeah.
Like, how could she?
And I think it was Sonia.
Was it Sonia?
I think Sonia, was it you? I think it was Sonia.
Come to the front, hands up, and be like, it was me, I said it. Because it then made a bit more sense, actually. Watching that and him saying it's Sonia. Like, yeah, this makes sense. Even to be watching him, to be annoyed at the... So it may not be like, I want him, but at one point, you kind of like this dude. And I feel like sometimes that doesn't wholly go. You still have your eye on them in a way. Just a little peep in.
Or like you're projecting like, oh, he could have done this to me. So
yes,
you're like...
all of that. So you're more invested in their coupledom than you should be, really. And so even like watching him when he's out, being like, I thought he would have been with us and talking to us. It's like you may genuinely like spending time with JAVEN. So you're watching him a bit more. It just made more sense. And her loathing of Sophie, that she may have added sauce when she was speaking to Katisha. And obviously for Katisha as well, though, like to use your noggin, if you know they were talking for a while, you should take what she says with a little bit of pinch of salt.
Yeah.
Like you're not going to stake everything on what Megan is saying to you, because you know her and your man basically had a little bit of a friendship.
But either way, like when you're in a relationship with somebody, you don't react like that off the back of what an outside person has said.
You don't.
You don't make like bold decisions based on what this one person has said.
No.
And so all that told me was like, well, you weren't ready.
Yeah, I hope there's more to it than I'm listening to Megan. She's told me one story and I'm going to believe her.
Yeah.
I hope it was more than that.
Valencia said, if JAVEN was flirting like that on camera, he was worse off camera.
Could have been.
But then also the thing that watching it back today that I did clock with Megan was there was a little bit of shadiness in her. So when he's trying to pin her down and be like, you said that I was with them all night.
Yeah.
And so the obvious answer to that is, well, no, not all night. Yeah. And obviously she knows she just wants Patrick. You know, sometimes you want those words, those specific words. So Patrick specifically, not Patrick, JAVEN specifically wants you to say, no, not all night. But you're refusing to say, yeah, no, obviously not all night. But instead you're going with the narrative of every time I saw you, well, then were you watching him
all night?
All night?
Because she did say to Katisha, he was with them all night. Watched it back. That is what she said.
Yeah.
She said he was with them all night. When he came in, It's like he was with us for a bit and then he was with them.
Yeah.
Now, in that explaining it to Katisha, she didn't really put in Patrick Demola was there. Like she didn't put in the groupness of it all. It was like he was all over Yolanda, he was all over Anu, he was all over Sophie, and then Sophie he even took into. That's how she made it out.
Yeah.
Like, where now anybody is going to be sitting there thinking, so he's just come in there being like, "You're right, guys," and he is just now dancing with this one, buying her a drink, dancing with like you. That's how you would imagine from how Megan was talking about it. It wasn't a group activity that they're all talking. It seemed like he was just on all of the girls. So him being like, so I was with them all night, and you saying each time I looked over at you, you were talking to one of them, and then him clarifying like, but yeah, you said I was talking to Anu, but who else was there?
Yeah.
And when he's saying, but Patrick was there, then you're talking about that's not what I saw. That's what I saw. And it's like, chick.
The other thing that kind of doesn't help her case is that the only time Kieran piped up was when he said about the photo booth.
Yes.
So the whole time Kieran's quiet, and to me, like I feel like, I would have said something. Yeah, so I would have said something. So if I'm Kieran, and JAVEN is there lying, so my woman is saying, yeah, you were like this all night. I'm not going to allow the lie. I'm not just going to sit there and allow the lie to fly.
What? So if I was lying,
yeah,
I'm lying on somebody.
So you're lying on someone,
and you know I'm lying on somebody.
In the nicest way possible, I'm going to be like, yeah, no. I did see you with Demola and Thingambob, but then obviously the concern is when you was chatting to Sophie and the way you was flirting with Anne.
So
I'm for the truth. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're spicing it up for no reason, we don't need. This is what I'm saying. If you're operating from a place of good,
you would throw me under the bus. You would. If I was lying, you would do that.
Listen, if you're lying, you're throwing yourself under the bus. Because I don't know why you want to.
Also wouldn't back me to not be thrown under the bus.
I don't know why you want to ruin my good reputation. So I'm just going to be like, I just want to clarify.
Be a Kieran. Kieran kept his mouth shut.
Not me.
When he heard truth was when he backed it up, basically. And when she spoke to Kieran, that's what they were agreed on, was the Sophie in the photo booth.
Yeah.
Everything else, I think he was sitting there like, she's just chatting. Yeah. Because I probably didn't notice you talking to any of these girls, to be fair.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm not staying quiet for that one. I'm not staying quiet for that one. What's in the chat? Valencia says, but why was JAVEN arguing with another woman? What is there to argue about? This is the $64,000 question.
Because when he's saying I'm only talking to Sophie because we are arguing, and I didn't want to argue on the dance floor and go back and forth that way. That's why we walked towards even when she said you didn't look like you were arguing. What were you arguing over then? Yeah. It's the next question.
Will Smith said they were arguing over whose place to go back to. Probably. Be You Not Them says Megan did it for a career move. Like, do you know what? If Megan is on Strictly Come Dancing next year, then I'll be like, but no. What else? KW says Megan felt embarrassed to be called out in front of Kieran. See,
that's why she cried.
So it's funny because a while ago, I would have agreed with KW because do you remember there was that period where we would have these conversations where I could never understand why a woman cries in an argument.
Oh yeah. And I was saying about the anger thing.
Yeah.
I didn't get that she was angry though.
That's like it feels like, why are you this invested?
Yes.
But I wasn't thinking the crying necessarily meant anything other than, sometimes when women are frustrated, they cry. So where I'm frustrated, I might be either shouting or laughing or go quiet. Generally speaking, there's a lot of women out there that their go-to response is to cry. And for years, I never understood that. But when I saw that, that's what I just assumed that that's what that was.
Yeah, I thought like maybe she was exasperated by the back and forth. Then was it this interview or a TikTok where JAVEN is saying she cried because she got caught out?
Yeah.
Like she couldn't
Yeah.
back out, or
Yeah.
she was caught in the lie,
Mm-hmm.
and the only way to then move past it is to leave the room and cry.
Yeah.
I don't know really, because he weren't backing down, and for quite a while she seemed to be holding it. Like she didn't look like she was getting frustrated really. It just looked like you're chatting shit and I'm holding it together. So if their back and forth on the details was more extensive, where then she's just so frustrated, and instead of putting her hands up and being like, okay, I may have added some spice, which nobody is ever going to do, she walked away and cried about it.
But then also like,
and Kieran still sitting there is like, you may also know what is going on to this, because if somebody makes me cry, are you gonna still sit there looking at the person? Like, let's carry on this conversation. Kieran was still sitting there like, all right, let's carry on talking, mate. Like,
but you know, the thing is, it's hard to comment on these things, because a lot of the time as well, I'm looking at shots and I'm like, this doesn't feel like a continuous shot.
Oh, like maybe it was.
So like, she's walked off, and then probably he's gone off straight away and hugged her.
Oh, and then come back
and then come back, sort of, because at this, in the same way that if you're shooting an interview or something like that, or a two-hander, you'll shoot the interview, but then you'll go back and you'll get cutaways and you'll get noddies, and they're still going to do that when filming these types of things.
Okay, it could be that.
And then then you can then use that to control the narrative. So I'm a bit, I mean, what is that he said on TikTok? Sir, please, you're a liar. That was from Demi J. I don't know what they are meaning. Will Smith said the YT tears came as the last resort to reinforce it. All right, here's the other thing though. So before the tears, she kind of had that outburst where she was laughing. So things like, she's like, "Oh mate, what are you talking about?" This is when I was like, is this guy really just embellishing? Because
I forgot. All right, that was a big thing that she said.
Yeah.
She said, you said that you like Anu, you like Yolanda, and you like Katisha.
Yeah.
And you like Sophie, and you would sleep with her, but you wouldn't be with her. And he was like, categorically, absolutely
that's
not.
Such a wild thing to make up.
I did not say that. And that's when she was like, yes, you did. Now, he's come in, he said he weren't drunk.
Yeah.
He didn't have a hangover the next day. If he'd never said that, that is a crazy lie.
It's an insane lie.
But also, Kieran just sat there. So did you say all of this just directly to Megan? And because this is where Kieran, as the third person, needs to be like, yes, you did, mate. Or because when did this conversation take place?
No, but I think she even said at one point they were walking somewhere.
Yeah, so was it just you two? And he said this to you?
No, I think she heard it as well. Yeah, no. Because that outburst to me, that was like how you react when you cannot believe somebody is bold-faced lying and you're like, we literally just did this thing.
Yes.
And then you're going to sit there and go, nope. Like, I would laugh. I can't remember. I had it with.
But he still was like, I categorically never said that. Somebody is lying.
Yeah.
So those are big things to say and be like, I never said that. And it's a big lie to put on somebody if they never said it.
Yeah.
So it's like somebody who's the liar in that.
That's a game show with Anu. Who's the liar? Piper RR97 said JAVEN confirmed everything she said.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I don't know. Elaborate, please, Piper. Angela says, I just think Kieran he definitely doesn't like confrontation. That is clear. That's why he was so silent, but I don't think JAVEN did what Megan said. Emma O says it's the back and forth denying what she saw and picking up the smallest detail, like, oh, not all night, like it matters. He was flirting with girls, end of in her opinion. And to be fair, we saw it on cam too. Yep. Jordan says they will run the tape. You know it.
They will.
Jordan says they will run the tape at the reunion.
Somebody was filming, innit?
Yeah.
Somebody must have been filming something.
Kelly says the thing with Megan is that I think that is her character. She's hot-headed, but she's not showing it. Yeah, I feel so. KW says Kieran's silence tells me she's a liar. Yeah. Valencia says, but bro code exists. It's very normal for Kieran not to want to get involved. Yeah.
I get it, yeah. Because he kind of stated that, like, he didn't want this to go to where it was, but that's a big claim, and for it to be said that your missus is lying as well. Like, they need to have that chat.
If there's like irrefutable evidence that comes out that shows that JAVEN is lying, it's wild that he sat there and said all of that.
Yeah, because he basically said...
Also, likewise, the opposite way around.
Yeah, she is saying you are a liar. Yeah, so we have to... Yeah. We need clarification on who is the liar.
Jennifer Brown says, people are seriously backing up JAVEN. Wow, sad. He is a liar. We got a taste of how low moral character he had at the taped mixer. Just based off that, Katisha had an out. Yeah, Valencia said Kieran is the male Helena. Oh, you went there.
Wow.
Talking of Helena, I was like watching Ashley and just like, this has not been a good summer for air hostesses.
No.
Because it's just like, what is this thing where you just lose your mind for a man?
Down bad.
The air stewardesses are down bad.
And a level of desperation to be coupled, we have watched in 2 reality shows.
It's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. Lil VIP says, no, we are not backing JAVEN, but the way Megan reacted is not the one either. It's you can cuss a man out without swearing. Yeah, you know what?
And
my thing with
some critical thinking about this as well. Like, we can't follow through on just narratives that are put forward. Like, actually, let's assess what the person is saying and how they were acting and why they're acting like that. Because why the hell do you care? Really? I've told your girl this, that that's it. But you're entering into back and forth, and he weren't swearing after her. Wasn't really shouting.
When she got up and did the fucking prick, and like that was just like, why? Because then when I stand up and go, who the fuck are you talking to? Then I have the problem.
Exactly. This is the thing, and I think no, it's not okay. Like, swearing after people in what isn't a crazy situation where you don't need to is an escalation, and he cannot respond in kind without it going left on him. And it's like, it's an abuse of your power. And you would know that. Women know that you do have a privilege in a situation, in an argument. And if you escalate it, you are expecting the man to exercise more restraint than you have. Yeah. It's actually not okay.
Be You Not Them says, Kieran's eyes spoke volumes. Not a JAVEN fan, but he looked like he wanted to apologize for her behavior. Yeah. I'd agree with that. Yeah. It was very much like, mate, sorry.
And then he still had to apologize. Like, I'm sorry for making your missus cry.
I would never have apologized for that.
Not after she swore after me.
I would never have apologized for that, because I'm just like, I didn't make you cry. Yeah. You cried. I didn't make you cry. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? No way. Valencia says, laugh my ass off. Katisha is Meg, but at least Katisha left. To be fair, Meg could learn a thing or two from her. But I think Dijon is going to stop them from watching this. Doesn't want her to get any ideas. Aza C, that's a new name. Welcome. JAVEN can be presumed flirt without extra exaggeration. And Dammy J says, honestly, we all know something happened that night between JAVEN and Sophie. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Piper RR97 says, JAVEN has confirmed that he did go in the photo booth with someone, and that is what Megan said. Beehive, what are y'all talking about? Did we not see when he raised his voice at her first?
No.
No, I feel like.
No, she said about the girls that what he had said, and he was like, I never said that. That is, if she is lying, you are responding to a barefaced lie.
Yeah.
In the same way, if his refute of that is a barefaced lie, it's an escalation to then get vexed and swear at him as you're going. He didn't swear at her.
Yeah.
So I don't know why we get into this thing of it's okay if a woman is swearing, and it was exactly the same with Love Island USA. When Huda is swearing after the man, it seems like it's okay that she can do that. It's not okay because it wouldn't be okay for the guy to do it to a girl. It's just that simple. It's just don't escalate a situation, because the penalty that man gets if he meets you at your escalation is not the same as you escalating. And I would prefer that we enter into a society where we are equal, but there has to be equity in that.
Emma O says, JAVEN literally said to Sophie, he wished they could have chatted more, while she was talking about her exposed cooch.
I mean, they were flirting. That wasn't.
It was flirting.
That you were absolutely flirting. That is a given. The bits that were being disputed over was if the photo booth had a curtain or not.
Yeah.
If they were in a closed curtain photo booth, and why they entered into the photo booth. You're saying this. Megan is saying it's flirty. He's saying we were arguing.
We're having a back and forth in the comment section about who raised their voice first. Like I feel like after this, I'm blatantly gonna have to go and watch it again and see. But like I think we're almost 50-50 in terms of who rose their voice first. So that's quite interesting. I don't even know where we are anymore.
So that argument takes place. So obviously we know Katisha has left.
Yeah.
It's gone to that. I do think that Katisha needed to have more conversations before leaving.
Yeah.
I feel like she took the coward's way out. She didn't confront the issue properly. It's one thing you go to JAVEN and you say, this is what she said to me. He had a counter for that. At this point, everybody has to have a convo, no?
Yeah.
You get more sources to the information. Maybe she did. Let's find out if that's the case. But in the same way JAVEN is there sitting down with Megan and Kieran, Katisha should have been there.
Yeah.
And then after that exchange is when you are like, yeah, I believe her, don't believe you, I'm going home.
Yeah.
I think that's how it should have gone down.
Yeah, it was immature.
Yeah.
It was immature. Yeah. I wish she had given him, like, as I said earlier on, you can't just be in a relationship and then someone comes in your ear and then you're like, well, that's very much playground vibes.
And even letters. Have a conversation.
Yeah.
Be like, it's over, dude. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Like, cab's coming. Leaving a letter, it was just like, nah.
Jordan Parker says, all I know is the photo booth on Love Island USA was never used for an argument unless a vigorous ellipsing is arguing. Yeah.
It's like you go to the side if you're arguing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why he said that there was no curtain. He said it was an open plan photo.
What is crazy is that how can a fact like that be disputed?
I know. Curtain or no curtain. Like, it's so
curtain, no curtain, open, closed. It's crazy.
I need somebody GAY Manchester to
let's get the CCTV
to tell us the photo booth inside that club, does it have curtains or not?
I've just put the link in the chat for us to come live, and already our dear brother Dwayne is there. Cousin Dwayne.
Cousin.
Hey people, I'm pissed now because this chat got me pissed. Yo, I love KW. I love KW. I love y'all, but come on, y'all making Megan like she really went out her way to destroy him. this is y'all. Okay, I get one thing. I always say, I keep saying,
Oh, your line is bad,
the
you know.
chat. She over exaggerated. I don't believe that he was doing 24 hours of, well, no, he just went in and he was talking to every girl and that's all he was doing. I don't think he did that.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he was flirting with them. I don't want to
Yes.
hear all this crap that all he said he smiles, he don't flirt, which is bullshit. He's flirting. Come on, stop. And then I have never in my place of business, Nana. Can you tell me? Have you ever seen a photo booth without a curtain in it?
This
I
is
don't-
true.
I've
I
never
don't
seen
know.
one. Never,
Yeah.
never. And then why are you arguing with someone in a photo booth? Why?
The story's weak.
It's very close proximity
Mm.
with somebody. Like I don't know. I don't know why he said that.
No, they were trying to figure out who's gonna kiss who first. That's what what they were doing. So I ain't trying to hear all that. And then if you're engaged to someone, you do not
Yeah.
go back there by yourself. Period. So
That
I
is
don't care
Yeah.
what the chat says. That's some bull crap. Y'all can spin all y'all want to. That is bull crap. If any one of y'all fiancés would have left y'all at home and went back to that thing, y'all would have flipped the heck out. I ain't trying to hear that.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna be all right with that. Now, don't get me wrong, her communication is shit,
Yeah.
but that's what she's used to. She's used to doing that.
Yeah.
That's if you go back to somebody 7 times, if they cheat on you 7 times, that tells you put up with some nonsense
yeah.
and like it. She likes it. I'm sorry, she likes it.
I think
Too much likes it.
somebody just said in the chat, like, she's missed. That's it. KW said, I feel sorry for Katisha. Something's missing. Self-esteem, self-respect, a backbone, something.
All of
She don't
it.
have anything. Let's just be
Yeah.
honest. She don't have anything.
All of that is missing. All
Yeah,
of
no,
that.
she don't have
Ain't
anything.
no way
Let's be
that
real.
you're dealing with what she like. You know, other people would have actually left sooner, or at least be more confrontational quite early on.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. No, let's be real. For me, what Megan to me, I'm Kieran. I don't like confrontation, and I don't get into that stuff either. I try to tell my wife stay out of that stuff because she likes to do that. Stay out of that stuff because it don't end well. It don't end well because
Yeah.
it becomes he said, she said.
Yes.
Unless you
That's right.
got video, that's all it is. And that's the reason why she got angry because she's saying it, and then they just going back and forth. They spinning in circles, and then
Yeah.
eventually she's going to get angry, and that's when she started crying because he did say that he liked those 4 girls. There is
yeah,
no there's video on that. He did say that. So to him to say with a straight face that he didn't say that to her, that would have pissed me off too. See,
I
she looking
feel,
at him.
but
She looking at him like, "Are you serious?"
all right,
Yeah.
but do you think he said that same thing about Sophie though? So I like
Yes.
Sophie. I would
Yes.
sleep with her.
I thought he
But
was on
I'm
Love
not gonna
Island.
do
I thought he was on Love Island. Can I pull you for a chat?
that.
I think he
Yo,
thought
so
he was on Love
sad.
Island.
I'm like, what are we doing? Come on.
Yeah. We need it all out in the wash in the reunion though.
Yeah.
I need
Right.
Ben to answer that because
Yeah.
that's what he's saying. He's saying she's a liar. And he
I-
said
I-
he doubled down on the podcast.
Okay.
He said she's a
Okay.
liar.
I only give him like I keep saying, I give him that. I think she over exaggerated. But he never said he lied about the photo booth. And
No.
the only thing she said he lied about the photo booth, there was no curtain. Even
Yeah.
Karen said there was a curtain. Even Karen said it was a curtain.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
who's lying? He's lying. He's telling you a big fat lie. That's what I said.
And the thing is it's easier for him to have a debate on whether there's a curtain or not a curtain, as opposed to, because then it deflects from the other stuff, innit?
Right,
Because,
exactly. See, that's why I said when you go and do stuff like that and you go behind people and you tell information, tell it what you saw. Don't add anything. Because
Yeah.
once you and also never use the word every all, and
All.
Yes.
all. Don't use all, because all, once any little crack, it's a lie. So
Yeah.
never say all, like all men or all women. No, no, no. Don't say all, because you're lying. Because
Yeah.
all men and all women are not the same. So you're
Yeah.
lying. So don't ever use that word. And when she did that, I knew she was exaggerating. I still don't believe she was lying all the way,
Yeah. Yeah.
but I
I
think
think
she
she
over exaggerated.
hyped it up to win the argument.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know.
Now, let's be honest. Katisha was on the Titanic with one foot off the rail, and when she came and told her, that just pushed her over. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
basically what happened. That's
Yeah.
what happened. And then let's be honest, when he ripped up the letter and threw it in the garbage, he's mad because he wanted to extend to the end so he could tell her no and let's get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he wanted. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to
Yeah.
stay to the end, and then he could say no, and let's be off on our merry way.
Mhm.
Let's be honest, because he already said, he already put up the excuse already in the beginning when they was talking to the people. I don't think it was going to work, and I don't think we there yet, and all this other stuff. So it was already baked in. So don't worry about it. But Megan, now you might be right. Ah, you might be right about Megan. You might be right about Megan. I don't know. She's not. She's not. I know. Take out. You keep saying she's manipulative. I don't think she's manipulative. I just think she wants to win.
Mm.
She wants to win really bad. She wants to
But
win really
win
bad
what?
because, well, no, because let's be honest. I keep telling y'all. I told y'all when Sophie came into the room. Sophie is so much better looking than she is. It's sad. Okay, it's sad. The men's necks were stretched. I thought I was watching them. Fantastic Four. Okay, you saw everybody's face. You saw JAVEN's face. His neck is. They was
Yeah.
talking, and his neck just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he looked at Kieran, and Kieran was like, "Yeah, man, damn."
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They all looked at each other. Stop the conversation to talk about Sophie. Let's be
Yeah.
honest here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That happened.
let's be honest. Let's
Yeah.
keep it 100. Okay.
Yeah. I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that.
And then
Yeah. She
Anu.
don't like her. For real. She
Yeah,
don't like
yeah,
her.
no, she don't like. She don't like. No, I give her that kudos. Even though it wasn't a big deal about the jacket, I'm okay with defending your significant
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. No.
To
No.
me,
At
it's
all.
nothing. It's nothing wrong with that.
I think you
You can.
handled that in a classy way.
Right,
To
yeah,
be fair.
right, yeah, exactly. She didn't curse her out. She just said, "I
Yeah.
liked it."
Yeah.
That's it. So that's nothing wrong with that. That's why I said I haven't had no problem with that. I'd
Mm.
rather have her do that instead of getting in, just like I didn't like Kyle doing it. Don't get in somebody else's. Worry about your own relationship. Stop worrying
Yeah.
about everybody else's relationships. That's what I don't like about this season. Everyone's in everybody else's relationships when everybody else's relationships are messed up. Okay,
Yeah.
concentrate on your relationship. Period. That's what I don't like this season. Everybody's not concentrating on their relationship.
That is true.
Now,
It's true.
now, Anu and silly man, spleen
Right.
guy. I don't know what she was trying to accomplish, but it wasn't there. She should have just she I know she's embarrassed
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
if you watch this buff back, a spleen guy told me no. Literally, if you tell your
I would be
family this,
embarrassed too.
Straight up.
I'll be embarrassed
Straight up.
too.
a
You're like,
spleen
this
guy
guy turned me down.
pied me. He had a spleen guy. A guy talking about my spleen pied me. That's so embarrassing. I don't.
That is it. It is like Anu came in there and she was like, I've got to earn some
Yes.
get back. Do
She
you know
gotta
what I
get some
mean? Like,
brownie points. She gotta get some
yeah,
brownie points back. Oh
yeah,
yeah, she gotta make her feel bad. Oh, because that's embarrassing. She wrote that song, like Will said. She wrote that song, had the bar, everything set up. She wanted to sing it to him, and he said, no. No, thank you. I'm good. Oh, so she's a little hurt. She's still hurting. She's hurting a lot there. And
yeah,
but Javen is still full of shit, okay? He's still, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, chat. He's still full of it.
yeah.
And oh, another thing. Another thing. Sonia is everywhere. Oh my God.
Say it
I
again.
was in another chat. Sonia
Oh
is
yeah.
everywhere.
Is she?
Yes, she is.
Sonia.
I was in another chat. I was in another chat. I was in another thing. So, you know, you do the comment thing. You read the comments. So I
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
and when I read the comment, I was like, yo, that's something Sonya would say. And guess who wrote it? Sonya.
Sonia, you're being stalked.
I was like, wow. I was like, wow, Sonya. I was like, oh my God, Sonya. But I still say now I'm almost at the point is I don't think nobody get married. I'm getting to the
Yeah.
point where I don't think no one's getting married now. I'm sorry. I'm
I feel
sorry.
you. I feel you. I don't
I'm
even
sorry.
know.
Because I don't think Megan is there. I don't think Megan ever gonna get there. I don't think she's ever gonna get there, truly get there. Karen is there. I don't
So
think
what about
Megan's ever
Fred and
gonna get
Barter?
there.
You don't think they're gonna make it?
No, I don't think I keep telling you, he has a problem with her. I
But
I
do you
don't
think the
get the
problem is
problem.
that big that he can't get over it?
You'd be surprised what men can't get over.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it comes to that, pe- people, it's not that. Okay, example, um, my household, we don't think like that. We
Mhm.
don't think, well, one is one over the other. This person got
Yeah.
to do. It's a shared thing. It's a
Yeah.
shared house. We have a shared household, and there's no who wear the pants and all this nonsense. Now, people outside might say something, and then he takes it, brings it back home, and that's the problem. Can he deal with because most of the time it's not the inside, it's usually outside that
Mhm.
comes and puts it in your
Yeah.
head, what you should be doing in your household. You got to tell him mind your business.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not your household. That's his problem. I think that's in a nutshell. He thinks he's got his mind
You
focused
nailed it, yeah.
clearly that he should be the breadwinner and that's how life should be. His
Yeah.
mindset is there, and I don't think he's ever going to escape that. And that's
Yeah.
what I'm worried about him for. I
I
mean, they're
think
the great. I think they're the best looking group to me to be together. Because I love Barter. When she picked him up, I was like, oh, I should marry her. If I wasn't married, I'd have married her. I'd say that's the greatest woman ever right there. When she picked him up, she picked that man up like it was nothing. I was like,
yeah.
what
I
the?
like
So
Yeah.
her.
yeah, that's what I say. I
Yeah,
love her
yeah.
too. But
I mean, you
the
may be
problem
right.
is, the problem is you gotta be. She's one of those women. You gotta be all right with her being 50. It's got to be 50-50 with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Not
Yeah.
not 70-30. It's got to be 50-50. She got to be. She wants to be there with you.
And I
So
was saying, like, this is why when we were saying about it yesterday, I was just like, the two of them just need to lean into each other. Because it's like, yeah, Jed, you got to let her do her thing. But also,
mhm.
Barda, it's okay to let this man love on you. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, let him look after
yeah,
you a little bit. Do you know what I
yeah.
mean?
See, but
It's
so,
not
see,
taking away your autonomy.
the problem is most of these, all to me, all the women on this season have that same issue. They all have the same issue. I don't think they have never been loved the way they should have been. I don't
Yeah.
think they ever have been.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't know it, how can you recognize it?
And case in point, Katisha feeling overwhelmed by Demola.
Right,
Like you've never experienced a man being that open and forward about, oh, I love you and writing you poetry and stuff like that. And then when you don't know that, it looks alien to you. So you go for what
right.
you know.
Then
I
you
can
settle. You settle.
I
Go
can
ahead.
confirm. Breaking news. I can confirm. GRAY in Manchester, the photo booth has curtains. He is
Thank
alive.
you. Thank you.
I've just
Thank you,
researched in
people.
Reddit. I
Thank
found
you.
it. It's been confirmed. There are 2 employees. Our photo booth has curtains.
Of course, it has a curtain. He in there kissing. That's what he was doing. I don't care what nobody tell me. I don't care what nobody tell me. They all lying to me. Y'all in the chat can say whatever y'all want. Y'all
Oh,
can say
it's
whatever
the
y'all want. I ain't trying to
vibes.
hear it. I ain't trying
The
to hear it.
vibes, the
Your
vibes,
boy
the
is not a
vibes.
good boy. Sorry.
We
So
tried.
I
Oh
was with
man.
y'all.
Javan, we tried.
We
I
tried.
was with y'all with exactly. I was with y'all with Dejan, but this nonsense right here, no, I can't even with this because he's supposed to be getting married. This not a game show. This not a game show. He's trying to get
Oh
married.
man.
It's not. Come on.
Oh, Javan. I need to talk to this
Yes.
dude, man. I need to talk to this.
Oh,
I need
God.
to.
That,
Yeah.
oh my. Yeah, I know you saw what he did earlier. Talking
What
about
was that?
I only smile. I don't flirt. I'm only
Yeah,
smiling at the girls. I don't flirt. Come on. Be real. Come on. Be real. Be real with me.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
dear.
So
All right.
well, but let me start my vacation here because I had to jump on real quick because I was getting pissed because with the chat here.
Well,
But
enjoy your vacation. Thank you
yeah,
for
no
chilling with us
problem.
once again. We
Yes.
always love your takes,
Exactly.
Uh,
and I'm sure we'll speak next week.
Next week.
yeah, have a nice one.
Sonia in it.
Yeah, Sonia's in there
Yeah,
next. She's coming to refute your claim.
I know. Can't wait.
Where's Sonia?
Hey,
Sonia.
Sonia.
Good evening, Evans fam.
Evening.
Good evening. How are you?
Whatever cousin Dwayne talk about me is irrefutably false. Or however you say that. Where was I under which comments? I don't even remember commenting under people's posts. I barely even comment on people's posts. Like, how?
Valencia just commented and said, he's a liar.
I don't know. I don't comment mean stuff. I only comment mean stuff here under your guys' chat. I don't comment mean stuff on other people's chat. So
We feel honored. Dear, but how are you anyway?
I'm okay. Cape Town is cold, but we move on.
Oh.
But okay.
Right.
If JAVEN, I don't know how to say his name. JAVEN is lying.
Yeah.
What is it to Megan? Megan, what is Megan's problem? Where is her problem in it if he's lying?
I mean,
But some people
She
are just like that.
wasn't coming. She wanted to be right at all cost.
But what if it's just that Katisha is her friend and she's like, I'm backing my friend.
I think it's
They are
way more about
colleagues.
Sophie.
These people just met the other day.
Yeah, but it's intense. It's intense.
I think it's Sophie. I think that it's Sophie that he's there flirting with is pissing her off. I think she can't stand Sophie more than, but it's still none of her
Exactly.
business. It's none of her business, really.
Kieran, I don't know. I think Kieran's picker is off because Megan is actually not it. Even Sophie wasn't it. I think his match is not here. I don't know where he needs to go to Chelsea or wherever, or to Strand or wherever in the UK and get his bride there. She's not gonna be on Love is Blind. And Love is not blind. Love has 20/20 vision.
I don't know. I think you might be wrong on this one, Sonia. I think they have, if they don't get married, they're not breaking up.
You think?
That's you know what?
Okay.
I'm gonna stand on this.
Right.
If they don't get married, they're not breaking up. I'm not necessarily saying that they're together now, but I think they could be together now. But I don't think not getting married will break them.
Kieran gives long-suffering husband because Megan looks like she will take over his life.
I don't get that at all.
I think so.
How did you get that, Megan?
Megan,
I
to
get
me,
that from
comes
her.
across as someone that will be like, do your thing. Yeah, no worries. Okay, so I'll see you then, sort of thing. Like, I don't get this type of.
I don't know.
Sophie, on the other hand,
Sophie.
I think Sophie and Megan are very similar. It's just that Megan hides her side a bit better than Sophie. I think they are like cut of the same cloth.
I think so. I think he has a type of woman. So yeah, because ain't he the one that is like 7 years, and looking back on it now, we weren't emotionally there.
Yeah.
I think that's his picker. I think something in him goes after an avoidant person, and he is like, I'm gonna stay the course. I think he literally has a savior complex. He's like, I can be there for you. I can save you. And
yes, I agree, Nana.
I think that she's not quite there, but he's there. Like, I'm a ride beside you, and it's like the girl isn't. She's not there yet. And Sophie was just a less evolved version of. That's why they don't like each other. It's the same shit. They're the same person.
Exactly. And don't forget, Megan's dancer background. Dancers are cutthroat. Cutthroat. Female dancers are cutthroat. So she has that personality in her. And that argument was very frustrating for me because I'm like, like, why are you so passionate? What's wrong, my darling?
She likes him a bit.
But no, I just think
Maybe everybody fancies a little bit of JAVEN.
Sonia, if you know somebody is lying in your face about something, yeah, are you not going to get heated at some
Not
point?
these days. I'm just like, hey, it is what it is. Now move on. I used to about maybe 5 years ago, but now I'm like, I'm lying. Cool. Gotta move it, keep it sipping.
But these are people in their 20s. Like, I think in my I'm 50-50 now. Depending on who it is and what the situation is, will depend on whether I'll blow up or not. But I could easily also just be like, okay. But in my 20s, if you're looking me in my eyes and lying, God forbid, I'm not letting you get away with that. No way. Like, I'm not smoothing over it. I'm blowing up.
I mean, it is a wild thing if he is sitting there in their faces and he was lying to even any of them lying. I get the exaggeration, but a bald-faced lie is crazy. And he did say, I categorically did not say anything about those women to you. He did say that. So somebody's lying in that. She either made that all up or JAVEN is a liar.
And don't remember, they were all drinking. So when drinks are involved, people's eyesights don't work that well.
Yeah.
Also, last thing, I think Katisha's siblings were in charge of the psych evaluations this season.
Sonia.
They just let anyone. I feel like all of them failed their psych evaluation. Everyone failed. Billy for sure failed. I want to see his results. Katisha, she didn't even meet the requirements for the psych test. They just let her in.
The kids were running it.
Gosh.
That's all I wanted to say. And I'm still Team JAVEN. I can see where he was a bit wrong, but Megan, I'm keeping my eye on her.
I'm not even surprised because you're still out here defending Dijon as well. So what's the difference?
And also Patrick, I could have joined Patrick's cult, he was very convincing.
Do you know what? I know you now, Sonia. I'm like, yeah, I get
walking red flag, and Sonia's like, yeah, that's where I'm going.
I'll have some of that. That's a bit of me. That's a bit of me. That is.
Life's boring. You gotta make it exciting somewhere.
Sonia,
I don't like peace. I like problems.
Yes. Did you back Tyler as well? Was you able to back?
No, I couldn't back. When children involved, I cannot back that.
So Tyler was a step too far.
No. Okay, good night, Evans fam.
Good night, Sonia.
Thank you for this platform. You guys, you guys, like, it's actually midnight here in South Africa, but I stay up for these lives, eh?
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's
all right, ciao.
On, man. Yes. Take care. Bye-bye. Oh, dear. Cher said Sonia is trolling. And Valencia said that's the South African in her. Kelly said, yes, that's a good point. I would have been angry about someone lying in my face, whereas now I wouldn't even sit down and have a conversation with someone who is a liar. Yeah, I'm not reading too much into her outburst. KW says, I'm worried for Kieran. She's already wrote him into staying silent on her lies, and he's only seen 10% of her tactics.
Let's see who's right.
Yeah.
Is Megan a lie? Let's see. Because also in the reunion, or everybody else that was there that night can weigh in.
They will weigh in and they will say
Megan's eyesight point of view was correct, or if what JAVEN was saying is correct. The girls can all be like, well, I was there, and Sophie as well. Sophie can clarify, we were arguing and this is what we were arguing about. Or Sophie can be like, we absolutely was not arguing about anything, and he was trying to hook up with me the next day. Like, let's see.
Be you, not them. Like, this actually kind of sums it up for me. Where I come from, you go outside for an argument, not an enclosed space that holds only two. Make it make sense.
That is the truth.
Like, JAVEN has to be able to explain that.
Yeah.
Like, in such a way that just makes everybody go, Oh yeah.
Because you said I didn't want to argue on the dance floor. And okay, get that. But a photo booth is very enclosed.
Yeah.
Or unless you're like, no. He needs to explain it because I can't see how you take it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why you go to a photo booth. I haven't got a clue.
Yeah.
He's got to explain that shit.
Valencia said, who was it on Love Island, Love is Blind US reunion last season that when the guys had to call out for another guy for lying? I wasn't watching.
I didn't watch the reunion.
Sonia says the Avengers could not get the truth from Sophie now. Yeah, that is also the other thing. You like Sophie.
Oh, you're just lieful. I would if I was her.
Yeah.
And if you don't like Megan as well, like that is like your arch rival, you'd just be like,
yeah,
you're a liar. That would be joke.
Oh dear. Well, we will find out next Wednesday. Episodes 9 and 10, is it? Or is it?
No, we yes, it's two
more episodes.
9 and 10. So we would get. So maybe it'll be the week after that the reunion's going to happen.
Reunion's on the 31st.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next week we get the weddings.
Yep.
Then the week after we get the reunion. Why do they stretch it out so much?
It is unnecessary.
So if you go to the press event, you will watch one of the episodes.
Okay.
So you would have insight into one of it's one set of weddings we were able to watch.
So I'll know.
Well, you'll know. How many couples are there? Because now we've gone down to 4. Oh, so you're going to know 2.
Okay.
You'll know 2 couples, and then they'll leave the last 2 for the next day.
Right. Cool.
But if you're there,
I'm gonna go.
You're gonna go.
Yeah.
You'll be able to spot what has happened. They try and stay separate.
Yeah.
But you can just see it.
I wonder if Melvin would want to go.
Oh, he may want to go.
No, but he's touring as well. I'll ask him. We'll see as well.
Oh, yeah.
But actually, no, I did ask Glennis already. So.
Anyway. You've already offered it to her. Okay. So then, if you're definitely going, so that press event that last year me and Sade went to, me and the girls were going to be on 3 shots of tequila, so we can't go. So Nee will be going with his sister and Tamika from the British Blacklist as well. So it's a shame, but you can fill me in.
I'll fill you in. Get the goss.
It was so fun when we were there. Please get the goblets, though.
You want me to steal?
It's not outright stealing. So did I give it to you? They do kind of give it to you, but to get a drink. But they don't take it off you. So
because one would expect that you would put it down. You're asking me to steal.
It's not stealing.
You are.
They don't tell it. When you go, like, just call me while you're there, and I'll see if it was stealing. I don't feel like it was stealing because I've seen bare people that were there do their reviews, and they have the goblets.
You're gonna have to talk to Glennis.
They took them in the same way we took them. It's not like you were taking it like, oh, I've got stuff in a bag. You just were walking out with it, and nobody said, "Hey, we want those back," and there was loads of them everywhere.
Yeah, no, you got to talk to Glenn because I'm not even going to have a bag. I'm not walking with a bag.
Why? You could take a shopper.
A home to speak to Glennis.
Okay.
Sonia said, Nee, bring your man bag and to carry. No, never.
Exactly. Take as many as possible.
Sora says, Nee, take the goblets, please, and thank you. I'm with Nana here. Sonia says, take as many as possible. You people are terrible. Like, if I take any, it's going to be 2 maximum.
Okay, then that would make that we have 4 in the house. But I feel like you should take more.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Sonia says, take them and do a giveaway for us.
Well done.
Okay. Possibly. All right.
Yes, I will give Glenn a bag.
Yeah.
Like one of my big ones.
Yeah.
Because you can have your bag in there. I had my bag.
All right. We will do that. And then, I'm going to... Do you think I can get, like, maybe little... Can I take a camera or is just a phone? Is a camera too much? Just take a phone.
More people had... It was more the mics.
Okay.
But they were filming with their phones.
Okay.
So a few people, like one time when we were talking with Ollie and Freddie, and the one girl came over and was just like, "Can I interview you, please?" So we're clearly talking to them. But yeah, so but she had her phone, but it was the mics because the sound was crazy. So you need to have them with the mics. But yeah, you could do little.
Then I
People
might
were
just take
doing little interviews.
I might just take the camera.
I mean, it's
Or will it
it's
stand
worth
up?
giving a. I don't know. You don't have a small camera.
Yeah, I do. Got the take the lens off that one and then put the smaller lens on it.
Okay, okay. All right. That could do it with your mics. Then you could get some. You could get some interviews. We'll definitely get Patrick. Please.
Yeah.
Please get JAVEN.
That Patrick, JAVEN, Katisha, Demola are the Anu.
Yeah. I feel like Annie will do an interview.
Yeah. So we will see. Cynthia said we didn't talk about how JAVEN. I don't know why his name is so hard to pronounce. JAVEN didn't want to have dinner. JAVEN. Yeah. No, you're right. We didn't talk about how he didn't have dinner with Katisha. We touched upon it yesterday a little bit, but you're right. It was supposed to be for these episodes. It was crazy.
Yeah. I still don't get it. What the issue was, unless they were arguing over something before, but it felt absolutely like he was unwilling to really spend time with her.
Yeah.
That's all I can see. I just feel like he had just checked out. He was just going along with it now, but he didn't really want to spend time with the chick.
Will Smith said, planning a crime on film.
It's not a crime, I'm telling you. It's like a gift. It is a gift. They are expecting people to take it. It's just I can't remember the whole setup of it all, but it wasn't like we weren't running out like with it. We were just leaving with it. And there was other stuff available, but we weren't interested. Was it cakes? There was other little bits there as well. The goblets was the only thing. The only issue was I wanted more, but it felt like it is to a person type of thing. That was the thing with the goblets, but you can take some. And if there's 2 of you, then you should be able to take 4. But I know Glennis is probably going to want one as well. So maybe we'll have one that we can do a giveaway.
All right. We'll see. We will see. Sonia said, "Nee, be as greedy as an African leader. Take it all." I will channel my inner African dictator. Oh dear, amazing.
Be like J.K. Rowling.
Dear, J.K. Rowling.
JJ, sorry. You're just giving him new initials.
Tell me you don't like me without telling me you don't like me. Oh, Kelly, we like you. Clearly there's a conversation there that I'm missing. But anyway, guys, thank you again. It's nearly 2 hours, man.
Right. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, it's nearly 2 hours. So we are back next Thursday. We will review episodes 9 and 10.
Yes.
And I will tell you about any gossip that I got from the mixer. And then we will go live on Sunday night again, because the mixer, the reunion would have been released on the Sunday. And then so I'm thinking probably
maybe we'll do a watch along then.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do a watch along again on the Sunday, and then obviously it's a double thing. The watch along is one live.
Yeah.
Cut that, and then we do the review afterwards.
Okay, cool. So
yeah,
we'll let you know the times. Look out for a post. And what else? That's it. This defense won't stand up in scrutiny in court. I'm scared now. I'm not doing it now. I'm not doing it.
He's not going to take anything.
I'm not doing it. Cynthia said, remember Anu asking JAVEN, why didn't we date more? Yes. Then JAVEN says, now that I've seen you, we should have. Anu has no boundaries.
At all. She just wanted to stay in. I don't even know if she even really likes the kid. Let's see.
So Kelly's comment was related to JAVEN telling Katisha he wasn't coming home for dinner. It is, isn't it? It is like, tell me you don't like me without telling me you don't like me. Like,
and when I come in, I work late. I'm in at 9. Was it 9:30? Yeah. I need to eat, have a shower, and then I go to bed. It's basically catch. Even when she was like, "But I would be in." He doesn't
No.
care. He's saying, "Have my
No.
dinner ready, and then I'm gonna go to sleep."
Oh, JAVEN has got some inner African in him. I have my dinner ready, then I'm going to bed.
No, I think what is he? Is he Jamaican?
He's Jamaican, yeah,
Yeah,
he's Jamaican.
yeah.
But anyway, talking of going to bed, we are going to bed. So we will see you guys next week on Thursday. You guys have been amazing. And I will be back with all the goss from the mixer. Take care. Speak to you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.